what is privilege? Now, I will be the first to say that I didn't fully understand what privilege was, especially in terms of what it means for the Black Lives Matter movement. Privilege is something that you experience if you're lucky enough to have it. If you have privilege, sometimes you don't even know because you're not aware of what that privilege affords you. For example, for me, I don't have to worry about getting pulled over and getting pulled out of my car because I was speeding and then having my life threatened. That's just not something I worry about if I would get pulled over by a cop. I don't have to worry about if I need to go to the doctor to get something checked out because I'm worried about my health, and having that doctor just look over me and not worry about the details or prescribe me something that will actually help. I don't have to worry about that. That's not something I think about when I go to the doctor. In my life, I have been lucky to be privileged, and I wasn't fully aware of that myself because I didn't have to think about it. Those are the things in life where you just go, you live your life, and you experience your reality. The most difficult part is saying, okay, this is my reality, but then stopping and looking at the world. I absolutely need to do this more, and I think our entire country needs to do this more, and it'll absolutely benefit every single person in the entire world if we all do it more. Sit back and look at what is happening for everyone. Try to understand their reality more. Let me read you what Google's definition of privilege is. Privilege is a noun, and it's a special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. So obviously, by that definition, that means some people have privilege and some do not. Now is the time to reflect on your own privilege in your life. We all have different privileges. There are certain privileges that we don't even think about. So, for example, the ability to see. There are some people that are blind. Literally blind, they cannot see out of their eyes. So for me, having vision is a privilege. For so many of us, vision is a privilege. But then understanding it from that simple example, carrying it on, like I said, when I get pulled over for speeding, my privilege is I don't really have to worry too much about my life being threatened. So my challenge is to all of you, because for me, I think this is the first step of realizing your own privilege. Thinking about your life, your reality, where you see that privilege in your life and what privileges you do have. That's step one. Once you understand where you have those privileges in your life, then you can start thinking about the people that are outside of that group of privilege that you're in. And that is how we make change. Step one, you have to have that awareness. Then in step two, that's when you start taking action to make our world a better place. Because then you're able to realize, whoa, maybe I do have it pretty easy. My life is pretty good. But then you're going to realize there are other people that are struggling, that are hurting, that are in pain, that need help. And that's when we come in. That's when we need to step up. We need to attack racism head on, call people out that are saying racist remarks, that maybe don't even know that they're saying things that are being racist, in just casual conversations with family members, with friends. If they say something a little off, call them out. Have a conversation about it. Open dialogue. That's how we're going to start making change, as well as vote. For too long, we have had some people in political office that should not be in political office. They have views that do not belong in our political system, in positions of leadership. So if you do truly want to see change in our country, which we absolutely need, you only have to do two things. call out racism when you see it, have conversations about it, have open dialogue, as well as go out and vote so that we can have people in positions of power and leadership that have views similar to our own. And where it all starts is understanding privilege. Because sitting back and reflecting on my own privilege has helped me be able to better understand where I can go out and help others, especially in terms of this Black Lives Matter movement, because that's really what matters. Understanding the privileges that I have and how I can step out of my little privilege area that I have and going out and making a difference for others that don't have that same privilege but absolutely deserve it. So do that. Think about the privileges you have and then go out and take some action and make a difference.